Hi, I'm Jeff Reinhardt, head strength and conditioning coach at Winona State University. Today we're going to look at transferring the things we do in the weight room to the field of play. In everything that we do, all aspects of sport, it's a triplanar motion. Generally speaking, we have three planes that we're working with. It's the sagittal plane, it's the frontal plane, and the transverse plane. We work in those if we want to kind of set them in certain aspects in the weight room, okay? But the movements that are done on the field are really triplanar, which means we're in three planes all at the same time. From time to time, we find ourselves in disadvantaged positions. What I mean by that, if you're like striding to make a catch or you're going to make a block on the football field, you might find your foot in extreme dorsiflexion that we generally haven't worked with in the weight room. I think it would be imperative that we spend at least some time with our athletes. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but some time with our athletes, moving them into positions like that. This way they can learn to accept the forces that are created, generate force from those positions, and it's generally going to make them a healthier individual, able to absorb those forces and come out of it ready to play the next play or without any cause of injury or significant injury. We're going to talk about just a few movements. Obviously, you can take this information, you can move it to what works for you, the different movements that you can create. We'll go through a couple of them at this time. This is Gunnar Mock, my assistant, and he's going to walk through a few of them.
Alright, so the first movement we got is goblet squat, which is a primarily sagittal plane movement. So just have the dumbbell right here, squatting back and down. The next movement we got is a frontal plane movement, so it's just a lateral lunge, stepping out to the side, sitting back on that heel, and working more so in that frontal plane. And the last one is a rotational lunge. So you're just going to step back, right here, drive back out. That's primarily a transverse plane movement. So all those movements are things that we can do to work in those three planes of motion.
The greater we give our athletes the opportunity to move through these motions in different aspects throughout the weight room, it transfers itself very nicely to the field of play, and again, gives them that opportunity to be more injury resistant, more able to go into those disadvantaged positions, accept those forces that are created, and in turn return through them with power. Giving them opportunity to not only complete that play, but again, stay injury free and stay on the field of play that much longer.